telling me you the dog, but we ain't the same pedigree. Nah, they ain't scared of felonies. So when you see me, just had the same energy. Yeah, just had the same energy. Yeah, just had the same energy. It's that boy, Mr. See Me with that same energy, Mr. Brooklyn everywhere.
Zone.
And I kind of got a legend with me. You might know his face, you might know the history. Let them know if they're under a rock.
I mean, you know, it's the boy Swizz Beatz, a.k.a. Showtime, a.k.a. however you want to cut the cake, we here.
I'm not mad at this 50.com nigga. Dang. Swizzy, we already talking on some amazing things.
Yeah.
And I think the direction that we talking is to understand life better.
Mm-hmm.
But let's take it back one step. Why be so insightful? Why be so curious? Why care? You know, like...
I mean, you know, growing up where we both grew up, you know,
Yeah.
You probably BK, I'm Bronx.
Definitely Brooklyn.
Right? So, you know, we come from a lot of different things where people feel like everybody's uneducated, which most are, but that don't mean that they're uneducated, right? Might not have book smarts at that particular time, but
Correct.
Most geniuses I know are in the hood. The best inventions, the reason why style exists today, they can catch up to any technology craze that's happening.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's used for good use or bad use. But the bottom line, we gonna figure it out, right? And so, you know, for me, to be able to travel the world and be blessed and still have my roots in the hood and still can go to the hood and be presence, not because, you know, like a lot of people go back to the hood because on some tough vibes, right? We don't need to act tough.
Yeah.
We just need to be good people, right? Because like at the end of the day, your goons can't really protect you if 3 people make a decision, right? And it's going to take one person to make that decision for you to be here or not be here.
Understood.
I ain't fucking with him. He's a clown. Whatever. Or I ain't fucking with him. He's a clown. Nah, leave him alone. He did this.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
He did this. That's your life.
100%.
You see what I'm saying? So you could have 100 people. You could be a goon. Your goons, but the drop is the drop, right? So for me, and even my family, like even back in the days, Rough Riders, even still now, we live more of a protocol than, you know, than violence. Even though, you know, some shit you just can't get away with. But our motto is positive energy and support. Right, and so like if you look at the thread from then to now, it's always been the same things. So that's why I still preach it and still, you know, promote it.
Where did you the amount of wisdom, bro? You was in the game since you were 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
How do you look back at it and not have been in like really no real big trouble, at least public trouble? I mean, because that's a very different thing. You get what I'm saying? But there's no. Yeah, man, Swizzy people shot up the block. Like, your name just was never in any of those.
Because, I mean, if it did happen, it wasn't nothing to talk about, right? It ain't like how today's world is where the cameras is the audience. You know, it's just, you know, we got into a lot of different things, which was unfortunate, and certain things, it's an environmental thing, right?
Yeah.
You in the jungle, you got to be a lion.
Understood.
Right? Everybody want to go home to their family. It is what it is. But I just stay out of people's way, right? That's just my whole thing. I'm not in the clubs. I'm not stunting on niggas. I like nice things. I do me. I can't help that. You understand? But blatantly being in the mix, like, y'all been out, y'all go out, y'all everywhere. Y'all don't see me out.
Yeah.
Y'all don't see me out like that.
I just thought it was just because you on your legend shit.
It might be that. It might be that too. But but you know what? In order to be on your legend shit, you got to think, right? Like, I don't want to see none of my soldiers do any more time, and I have a lot of power, and a lot of people that have the particular type of power, they don't know how to really respect it.
Yeah.
You understand? They abuse it because they know everybody gonna go, and I don't want none of my people to go back to jail.
Understood.
Right? You know, I got people that's with me that did 25 pieces, 15 pieces. Everybody around me did double digits, you know, and it comes a time where you got to retire your goons, meaning not retire them from being who they are, but just retire the state of condition of how you uphold them into being around you. So
100%.
now it's more like, this is my family. They might be going to y'all, but this is family. Nobody's gonna do nothing by themselves. If it jump off, it jump off. But we know how to move, stay out of people's way, very respectful, you know, because that's the key to longevity.
100%.
Right? There's no big eyes and little U's. I mean, you know, the little kid right there that don't know the pedigree gonna be the one that had a problem that's gonna do it to you anyway.
100%.
You understand? So you just gotta treat everybody like how you want to be treated. And that's been like my secret. You know, even like sometimes my people around me, they're like, yo, I'm like, nah, let them through. Let all them through. Let them all come through. And I show love. And, you know, it's the risk I take, but it's the risk they take too. Right? You understand? So it's
Spoken like the Rough Rider.
it's just even. It's just like, okay, well, you know.
50 said some shit nearly identical to that.
Yeah.
50 goes, look, I'm outside, man, you know. You know, they always say the police around, but it's usually to protect them from me, you know, or vice versa.
Me from them.
You know, however it goes.
Yeah.
Swizzy, the Bronx is in a unique position.
Yeah, very.
I mean, now when I say that, immediately I go to the social issues. I was thinking musically first. But let's talk music to stay on lighter notes. The Bronx now versus the Bronx then. You get what I'm saying? It has to be drastically different. How do you perceive the Bronx, the whole uptown, Mount Vernon, Yonkers, that whole bubble? How do you perceive that now?
Well, for me, it's always my mecca. You know, growing up in the Bronx, just being a fan of BDP and everything from the Bronx. There's a lot of talent out there, you know, even that we don't know about. There's a whole underground movement out there, hip-hop wise, that still hasn't reached the surface, right? I mean, I think it's great, you know, A Boogie, you know, and a lot of artists that's coming from the Bronx, you know, shout out to the longevity of Remy, Joe, myself, you know, and a lot of others, right? And so we always gonna, French. We always gonna be looked at as a unique borough. The pressure's always gonna be on us to deliver something. But you know, my thing with all the boroughs is we gotta understand, like, it's all New York, right? And I think the thing that separates us from everywhere else is we don't have no unity.
100%.
Right? We don't have no unity. And, you know, even when you go to Brooklyn and you look at Tekashi, and, you know,
my boy, you know.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You look at the homie, both friends of mine's. I like the way that ended up.
You talking about what? Cat?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know he was going,
Yeah. I like that ended up in peace, because I think that would have been a blow to our city more than the blows that we have happening to our city.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody knew how to pull us apart, because we always was following this king thing. And we all kings. You know what I'm saying? There was many kings. There's no one king. You know what I'm saying? There's many kings. Like, what's up, king? Like, all of the kings, there's crowns with an S. It's not a crown, right? You know, but we get caught up on these different things, and we poke our chests out, and it make another person that could have helped us not want to help you. We're like, all right, well, you king, well, nigga, do this shit your own. And it just fucks up the energy. Once we know that we all kings, and we all can add to a genre of music that they put us in together anyway. It ain't like, no matter how much money you have, how much success you have, if you in hip hop, you a rapper.
100%.
Right? And everybody that's under that category is a rapper. They not gonna say the special rapper, such and such. They'll be like, nah, Drake's a rapper.
100%.
Hove's a rapper. Tekashi's a rapper. Casanova's a rapper. Like, it's all under the same category, but we feel that it's separate just because of our status. The outside world, look at us all together. So when one person do something stupid, everybody's under that umbrella. I don't care who you are. It's like, oh, who's that such and such the rapper? Nah, don't let him in.
Hip-hop artist. Rap,
they
love, bro, they love general up.
Yeah, they don't want to call you a mogul.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Diddy bought that $21 million art piece. He's still a rapper? No, that's an entrepreneur mogul.
Facts.
Respect his name and mention it properly.
Words are powerful.
Very powerful.
Words are powerful. Even with the 6ix9ine and Casanova, I used to talk to them every single, like, while it's happening, I'm speaking to both sides. And I might be one of the only people that were cool enough for both to talk. And what happened, why it connected back, was talking. Simple, bro.
Which we don't do.
Conversation.
Which we don't do as a culture.
And let the internet fuck it up. They let the relationships, they let the subliminals, but conversations.
That's the thing that most, you know how many people still be living?
I was about to ask you, has there ever been moments to where that you've been the guy to go rapper A, rapper B?
Too many times. Too many. Big times.
Can we hear one of the good ones?
I can't. Only because, like, you know, like for me,
Damn.
a lot of people, like most artists, young, old, I'm the one they call. You understand? 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, for reasoning, because I think I've maintained a level head throughout this thing since the 90s on to now, right? And people see me deal with multiple issues in a certain way, I guess, that they feel is respected, right? And then also they know that the jewels that I'm gonna give them on their private matters are gonna be their private matters. Right now, if I sit here and try to big myself up off of issues and different things that I helped and this and that, that's corny shit. That's something that I'll look at somebody else doing this interview, I'll be like, yeah, if you did it from the heart, then what are you talking about it like that for?
I get it.
Right?
Yeah.
But I can say communication is the biggest thing that takes us down. Communication and ego. Those two things, because the ego allow you not to have the communication.
Yeah.
Right? So when I tell people, I'm like, yo, check, the ego is the killer. Right? And most people that been in situations, real situations, they could have talked that out. I was like, yo, what happened? Because you felt he gave you a fake handshake.
Bro, it starts like that.
What the fuck are you talking
it
about?
starts like that. He didn't like my picture. It gets crazy.
What if he was dealing with something personal? Did you ask him how he was feeling that day? Did you pull him to the side? Like for me, I can't leave anything
unturned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if I felt something, and my OG, like we've been in situations, you know what I'm saying, where you gotta handle everything right then and there. You can't like a lot of people in the industry, they'll feel like that, still chill around you, and then go back and be like, fuck that nigga.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying?
I be feeling hard. I feel difficult to learn how to navigate through it. I feel like as a young person in the culture, I haven't gotten it yet, because you come with so much street integrity where it's like, you know, I respect you as long as I can, you know, eye to eye, man to man. Yeah. But it's so weird. How did you navigate through this so long? Like, bro, this is a weird culture, man.
I mean, as a grown man, I still got to check in. There's still protocol. My family runs off of real protocol down from my grandfather on up, right? So you know, I have an advantage. I was raised a specific way. Most people, they not raised that type of way. They not really cut like that for real. Yeah. You know, and so you can't really blame them for a lot of the actions, but it's sad to see the actions when it's like, damn, take a time out. Like, he gave you a fake handshake because you came in that room with 5 other people that made him feel uncomfortable, and you ain't telling him you was gonna bring him in that room, and you know the vibe is off. So I'm gonna give you an off vibe handshake. And you're supposed to be like, oh, you know what?
Check myself first.
I did bring them. I ain't asked you to bring those people. My man was kind of on one that day because he was mad they ain't really let him in. He looking at you all stupid. You know what? You got to know how to navigate, right? If we in this room and my people came in here, I'm like, whoa, what are we doing? Yeah. Like, nah, I'm having an interview. Chill, easy. People got people around them they can't control. And that's the biggest problem. Like, people, you can't control your wolves, and you fool too. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's just how it is. Like, you gotta be able to control your environment, and to be able to control your environment, your people around you gotta have enough respect for you to tie your fucking shoe and not feel like no type of way. Cause I'm gonna tie your shoe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If that's your man and your shoes sometimes like, yo, hit my shoe right quick when I'm doing this drum shit. Boom. Then I'm like, yo, no problem. Boom, boom, boom. Same thing for you. Be like, yo, no problem. Bitches, niggas, whoever's around, so what? If you're gonna die for that person, you could tie their shoe.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But like, people would just be missing they be missing the protocols, they be missing what it is, and then they wonder why their survival is in danger.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's just basic things that they not even understanding, and I sit back and I could see people's future just based on small things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you don't change this and this, that's gonna happen.
And you see it in a lot of these artists. I imagine on some just grown man legend shit, you see it already happening.
Yeah, but that's our fault too, right? I blame our generation for kind of messing up this generation, right? And the reason why I say that is because we got too fancy. We went to Saint-Tropez on niggas.
Oh, I've noticed.
Right, we got, like, because we was the first of our generation with that type of money, right? And so when those tones was set, that's what everybody was doing, and we left the next generation just here. No guidance, not how to do things, and the things that we was talking about was super over their head, things we was doing super over their head. So they created this new culture because we wasn't there. So I blame most of the things that we don't like today on us.
You know, you might be the only OG that says this. Because
just
most of
real
them is
talk,
just,
man.
they point a lot of fingers. Yo, to pull back, man, I'm really, really, really as a young guy in this culture, I love a lot of it, man. When you come out banned for TV, when you come out with the whole Rough Rider movement, you come out with these original